Do you have children that have been doing not so good or their best in school, and you punish them? But after you punish the child with a spanking, perhaps depending on the age of the child, or even with some extra work to do around the house, denying them access to video games, cell phones, laptops, and tablets, and things of this sort, and taking away the television privileges, do you quickly find yourself going back against your word and the next few hours, or because they're being extra nice to you as a parent, saying, "Oh, mommy, can I do this and can I do that?" and you change your mind? You should stop doing it. Never reward bad behavior, bad performance as it relates to your children. I'm not saying be the worst parent in the world as far as discipline is concerned and have them feel as though that they're in the military of some sort. Maybe some of them need to be in sort of a military type camp situation, if you will. But let's just talk about most average children. If you have a problem with your child in school where they are acting out, talking back to authorities, teachers, staff, walking out of the classroom, being disruptive, period, guess where that came from? Home. You see, your children are an extension of you. They're also an extension of the home. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that everything or most things that your child receives in terms of education, belief system, mannerism, behavior in general, it all emanates from the home. So parents, what are you actually teaching your children at home? It should be a direct reflection on the home when they go out into the public domain. School, shopping, malls, restaurants, playground, wherever they go, they should be a reflection of you and or your teaching. And the same is true conversely. If your children are doing bad when they're outside of the house or the home, maybe you're not doing your job. So, getting back to the original premise, do you reward your children's bad behavior? I don't. I'm a firm believer, a staunch believer in discipline. If my child does something wrong, first of all, there's accountability. I let them know what indeed it is that is acceptable to me as it relates to behavior and what is not acceptable. I tell them if they were to break the rules or go beyond the barriers, so to speak, this is what the repercussions will be. This is what the punishment will be. And I'm looking them dead in the eyes the whole time. So I ask them, do they understand? And oftentimes I will ask them to repeat to me what I said so that we both have an understanding. Now, if a teacher calls home and says that your child acted up, or they're having a meltdown, or they're talking back to staff members or the teacher, or they're fighting another child, then guess what? Some measure of discipline is coming down the pike from me. And once I establish the rules of that discipline, the rules meaning that it's going to last from this particular point to this particular point, a 2-day suspension from watching television, for example, or a week's punishment, and you don't get to go over your grandmother's house to visit. Now, someone might say that that's cruel and unusual behavior, but it's not. You can talk to her on the phone. She should understand that you are in timeout, so to speak. May give you some extra chores to do around the house, but whatever it is, you're going to complete it from beginning to the end. I'm not going to have some interim time and say, you know what, I'm going to break my own rule or policy and let you play with your laptop, or let you play with your tablet, or let you play on your cell phone and go online and play games and so on and so forth. No PlayStation, no Xbox, no nothing. until that time period has expired. And then during that time period or that punishment, you have to show some exemplary behavior. Because if you show anything otherwise, then that time period is going to do nothing more than extend itself. That's how you should stick to your guns, parents. Stop giving your children everything. Stop thinking that you're a bad parent when you know in fact that your child has done something wrong, when you've already established the ground rules or the protocol. If you tell your children up front, this is what I expect of you, and this is what happens when you don't do those things, that's all you need to say. And once they break those rules, don't go back on them. Don't change them, because all you're going to do is make your child unsure, uncertain about you. And you're going to appear to be a hypocrite on some level. So be on this side of the fence or the other side of the fence. You make the decision. If you want your children to grow up in a society where they know how to respect authority, where they know how to behave when they're out in the general public, then teach them today and stop playing games with them. You can't be your child's friend, especially you women. Stop trying to be your daughter's friends. You are the parent and they are the child. You are the adult, they are the child. And that's it. And that's all. Stop trying to make it something other than what it is. This is Brother Teacher. I'm out.